The next morning, he pulls up to a wooded area in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and he forces Dan to get out of the van, and he marches him down the side of a hill. And there, he just handcuffs him to a tree, and then he drives away, and he heads to a storage facility about an hour away. And there, he had rented a storage unit using a fake ID about 4 years ago. I told you he had been planning to do this for a long time. But once he's at the storage unit, he starts unloading all the money he stole into it. The next morning, Phil is long gone, and he's taken a little bit of that money with him. And he's on a bus headed to Mexico where he plans to start his new life. While poor Dan is stuck out in the woods, handcuffed to a tree. But after some maneuvering with a Swiss Army knife, he's able to escape, and he finds a park ranger. And then they call police, who are able to rescue James Brown, who is still handcuffed in the closet in Phil's house. Now, almost $19 million, that's a lot of money. In fact, it's so much money, that means the FBI has to come and take over the case. And so they put out information to law enforcement all over the country that they're looking for this guy, Phil. Meanwhile, Phil, he's just chilling in a suburb of Mexico City, trying to lay low. And there, he opens several bank accounts under fake names, and then he's able to make a bunch of trips back and forth from Mexico City to North Carolina to retrieve his stolen money from his storage unit little by little. And it sounds crazy, but it seems like Phil's plan is actually working. Until 5 months go by. And Phil, he's at the US-Mexico border. He's trying to cross because he's on a trip to pick up some of his stolen money from that storage unit. And while he's at the border, a customs agent starts asking him standard questions. Like, where are you traveling from? How long are you staying? Stuff like that. And Phil, for some reason, he starts to get a little attitude with her. Like, mind your own business, lady, damn. So this customs agent, she pulls him aside and runs his ID. And what do you know? Boom. The name he's using comes back as having been flagged as an alias for the man wanted for stealing almost $19 million from his former employer. And so, kapow, they arrest him. Here's his mugshot. I guess he refused to look at the camera, so they had to hold his head up. Anyway, so then the feds find his storage unit with all the money in it, and in that unit they also find the tapes with all the security footage on it showing him committing the crime. Womp womp. So then Phil goes to trial, he's found guilty, and he's sentenced to 25 years in prison. And he actually served 22 of them, and he got out a few years ago. So, shout out to Jacksonville.